Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Robby quit karate during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 2 would still happen, the school fight would still happen, and Robby would still kick Miguel off the balcony. Robby would be arrested and he would go to juvie. Kreese would still kick Johnny out of Cobra Kai. Robby would be in juvie and he would still be picked on by Sean and his friends. He would feel betrayed by Daniel. Johnny would still try visiting Robby in juvie, but when Johnny never showed up, Robby would give up hope and he wouldn't trust anyone else. Kreese would still try manipulating Robby in juvie, but Robby wouldn't trust Kreese in this timeline, but he would take his advice about striking first. So Robby would still earn Sean's respect in this timeline, and the events of Cobra Kai Season 3 would carry on. Johnny would still help Miguel recover. Johnny would still form Eagle Fang. Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do would still have their rivalry. By the time Robby gets out of juvie, Johnny and Daniel would still be there, and they would be arguing in front of Robby. Robby wouldn't want anything to do with Daniel or Johnny. Robby would decide to quit karate. He would realize that the rivalry Johnny and Daniel had was the reason everything happened, and he would blame them for him ending up in juvie. He would decide to go on his own. So Robby would be homeless for a while. Shannon would still get out of rehab, so Robby would still move back in with his mom. Robby would find a new job, and he would help his mom pay the bills, much like he did before the events of Cobra Kai. But this time, he would be honest with his work, and he would still stick by the lessons Daniel taught him. The house fight would still happen, and the season would still end the same way, with Johnny and Daniel confronting Kreese. So Johnny and Daniel would still team up, and Sam would go by Robby's new house. She would tell him that Johnny and Daniel had teamed up. This would make Robby happy, but he would tell Sam that he didn't trust anyone, and that karate was no longer for him. Kenny would still be bullied by Anthony, so Kenny would still go to Robby. Kenny would ask Robby to train him. Robby would remember Miyagi-Do's #1 rule, that karate was for defense only, so he would choose to train Kenny. So Robby would train Kenny in a very similar way that Daniel trained him, with the Miyagi-Do philosophies. But Robby would also train Kenny with some ideals that Kreese told him, that the world was unfair and that he occasionally had to strike first. He would teach Kenny that he shouldn't trust anyone, that you never know when the world will betray you, and without Robby in Cobra Kai, they would never learn Miyagi-Do, and the events of Cobra Kai Season 4 would carry on. Only in this timeline, Cobra Kai wouldn't get the revenge on Hawk, so Daniel and Johnny wouldn't split up, and the two dojos would train for the All Valley. Kenny would hear of the All Valley, and he would be interested in competing. Robby would tell him that he had also competed, so Robby would train Kenny to compete unaffiliated during the All Valley. Johnny and Daniel would be surprised to see Robby during the All Valley. Robby would be there as Kenny Sensei. Kenny wouldn't make it as far in this timeline. Miyagi Fang would easily defeat Cobra Kai in this timeline, even with the fact that Terry Silver bribed the referee. Miguel would win the boys division, and he would be the All Valley champion. And Sam would win the girls division, and she would be the All Valley champion. Miyagi Fang would win overall. The season would end in a very similar way. Terry would still betray Kreese. Robby wouldn't go to Johnny in this timeline. Miguel wouldn't run away, and Daniel wouldn't get chosen in this timeline. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Robby quit karate during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? Let me know in the comments below. All members have access to emojis that can be used in comments and live streams. This isn't mandatory. This is only something extra. If you want to support the channel even more, YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.